What's up, YouTube? I am Magicide. Welcome back to our Geek Fest here, playing Crusader Kings II in the Game of Thrones mod with our Naathi 2.0 campaign. Last time we left off was a few days ago. I just have a real quick thing I need to get through is that I actually really tried to have a hour-long video posted for the 2.0 version of this campaign and then have it uploaded before the first episode of Season 7 of the show. But I was experiencing some really weird stuff from YouTube. I record all of my videos in full 1080 HD. I record them in HD, I edit them in HD, and I export them and upload them all in HD. But for whatever reason, every time I uploaded it into YouTube, it kept spitting out as being just 360 standard definition, and it looks like shit. I mean, it looks like you're watching my videos while your head is in a toilet. It looks god-awful. And I tried uploading it twice. It took a long time to upload it twice, an hour-long plus video into YouTube. But each time it kept spitting it back out as standard definition, and I deleted it immediately. So then I tried to take my hour-long video and cut it up into two 30-minute segments and then re-export it and then re-upload it. And that third time, it still was coming back as standard definition for about like the first 30 minutes or so. And then when I tried watching it on my TV, it was in full HD. So I don't know what the hell is wrong with YouTube. It was just really weird. Otherwise, I would have had this video up, or my previous two videos up as one episode this past Sunday. But it's good that that's all been sorted out. I know that it happened in my Civ 5 England campaign with the first two episodes. I uploaded it all in full 1080 HD, and then it came back as 720p. But then, like, I don't know, maybe like an hour or two, or maybe it was like a day or so later, it came back as being full 1080 HP or HD. So hopefully that is all sorted out. I'm hoping that all of my future episodes are going to come that way. We absolutely have to play this in HD because, you know, we've got all these menus and all this text and the numbers and figures and everything else. And if you guys cannot see that in full high definition, it's really hard to actually see what the hell's going on. But anyways, before we left off, we took over the Isle of Flies again, and we did a whole bunch of really awesome, cruel, and ruthless things. All of our vassals kind of hate our guts. I was looking through the different non-aggression pacts that I have with people and trying to form alliances with some of them. They're all saying no because, you know, I'm a despicable human being here. And right before I started recording this, I actually changed our dynasty's coat of arms here. Like I said in a previous episode, I forgot how to do it, but then I remembered how you just got to click on it and then go in here to customize house. It is now House Quietus, which is the finishing stroke. And if you're fans of the Metal Gear Solid 5 game, you will notice that quiet and the butterfly go hand in hand. So, and since we are kind of on the Isle of Butterflies to some extent, because there's the whole butterfly fever as part of the mythos, I decided to change our flag to a butterfly. That is until we switch religions, if that ever actually ends up happening again. We'll see if we ever get that event. So anyways, let's get started here. I think we can probably go carousing again. I don't remember the last time we did it. It's been a few days since I played, because after that whole debacle with uploading videos to YouTube not in full HD, it just kind of pissed me off and I needed a little break time. Alright, let's send it all out to our relatives and to our vassals here. I don't think there was anything else we were really waiting on other than a claim down here into the, was that Death Isle? Okay, so my temple vassal saying no. You know, I don't remember in the base game if they say yes, if they actually give you a little bit of a prestige for saying yes. But I know if they say no, of course you get the -3. Okay, the emissary of Death Isle here is fabricating claims on us. Let's see, which actual island do you have the claim on? Okay, so you guys are just trying to fabricate on my Basilisk Isle. The other thing I did earlier was I whipped out my copy of A World of Ice and Fire to look up the information there about the area. And there's not a whole lot. Okay, so we got a daughter who is a stillbirth, and hopefully we do not become depressed here. Let's see here. This is my bastard nephew. Let's assign you a guardian. Let's actually have you concentrate on becoming a military man. Okay, but you're craven. You're not going to be good. You're wroth, envious, and ruthless. No, we don't want to do that. Let's get this guy here. So anyways, I pulled up my book. I was reading up on the information about Naathi and the Summer Isles and the Basilisk Isles and everything. Right, so my brother is my best friend. There's really not a lot of information about Naathi. The little bit of information was saying that, you know, people have come to try to conquer the area and whatnot. And then there was that strange sickness. Okay, so my court here needs to be, or my son here needs to be educated. Let's lose our money, make sure he gets the best possible education. So there's this the fever down here, which was named by a maester, I think in Old Town. They called it butterfly fever. It was basically that anybody that's not from this island that spends a little too much time on Naathi ends up coming down with this awful sickness that eventually kills you. It kills you by making you bleed blood, and hence it was named the butterfly fever, because our island here has been nicknamed the Butterfly Isle. There's apparently a pantheon of different kinds of butterfly here, just a copious amounts of different species, and the theory is that one of the butterflies, supposedly this butterfly here, this black and white one, does something or produces something that makes people that are not native to the island get sick and die eventually if they spend too much time on the island. Okay, so my son needs a guardian. We're going to want to do that myself. But other than that, there really wasn't a whole lot of information. There was a little bit on it's in Nymeria when she was sailing around these areas. She stopped here on Naathi and then eventually sailed again to, I think, arrive here on this little island. Yes, the Isle of Women. And then there was a fair decent amount of information here in the Summer Isles. We have my daughter here needs to be educated. Let's make her educated at court. I don't really have much money. We'll give her the middle education here. Apparently, this island here, this dynasty, Zak, he was one of the explorers here to actually chart out all of this area. And then apparently there was another sailor somewhere around here in the Summer Isles that is said to have charted a course all the way around Sothoris here to the bottom, and possibly even sailing as far west past the sunset seas. Okay, so Uluru has a daughter. But of course all that is just conjecture. I mean, we are talking about something that hasn't really been proven, and I don't think the future 2 books of the book series are actually really going to explore any of that. Unless, of course, Gur Martin decides to have a little spin-off about this area, which would be nice because I'm actually really interested to find out a little bit more about these people that are actually living here. And it's just unfortunate that as a part of our religion... Okay, so somebody needs okay, so my legitimized bastard strong son needs a guardian. Let us make me the guardian. Anyways, as I was saying, the religion, if we look at our religion tab and click on our county here. Oh, okay, so never mind. So our holy sites, actually, let's go into the religious tab. Oh, you guys are killing me. So what is this? It's gonna 20 gold. Okay. So all of our holy sites, besides our own island, are here in the colonizable land. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do since I have 2 sons here, I have the legitimized bastard, and then I have my actual heir. And what I would like to do is actually have disinherit him, so that way our heir is Udo here, because I think he's going to end up with better traits, and he's strong, which I'm hoping to continue to pass down. So I'm actually going to make Mosodor here content. The Dark Gods. It's funny, it's called the Dark Gods, but somehow they're our holy sites. Eventually we'll get to that point. We really need to start making some bank here, but we're not going to be able to do anything until our vassals actually start to like us some. All right, so we get another stillbirth. Lots of stillbirths. I swear, I think it's probably programmed into this family line, because we just keep pumping them out. So we can finally invite our wife to carouse with us. What I'm hoping to do is actually get the random event to fall in love. I'm not entirely sure if we actually get that through the carousing actions, or if it's just a random event that pops up. If we don't get it at some point, I think I might just change my ambition. Okay, so a whole bunch of people are saying yes. What do I actually get for getting this? Okay, so I actually get 1 diplomacy for falling in love, which would be nice, because that is what I'm focusing on. Okay, so my daughter needs a guardian. Let's sort by rank. And of our 3 vassals, they all are pretty terrible. Lustful, so she'd be slothful and shy. What about our wife? Who is our wife again? What's her name? Yalahuru. Alright, so let's actually have her be the guardian, so she doesn't hate us so much. Allah. There you are. Alright. And actually, can I give her a gift? Probably, yeah, because we can't even pay for it. But apparently we can. I guess we're just going to have to wait a month or 2 until we get the actual cash. Alright, so let's send wifey here a little bit of money. So apparently I've done this in the past. And it's not letting me do it again. And it's not giving me any kind of information saying I sent her a gift as to say how much more time I need to have before I can do it again. Alright, so we're going to go carousing. You know what, let's actually turn the game volume down. I keep fiddling around with this because it's like I rewatch my videos and I'm just like, you know, it would be nice if I could actually hear the music a little bit. Maybe it's just sounding a little louder in my headphones. Hoping it's not too loud for you guys. I don't really want to be competing with the music. Alright, so my seneschal here is going to become my best friend. You must get a really high chance of that here in this mod. And actually, you know, I think he's got a pretty good intrigue. What do you have? Oh, not you. So we can have a better spy master here. Well, let's go ahead and do that. You don't want your spy master to hate you. Let's go ahead and try sabotaging the province over here. And do I have a better person for my general? No. Alright, just double checking here. You're trying to proselytize over here. Right, because we haven't fully converted it yet. I think it's probably in our best interest to actually try converting our provinces over to our current religion now, the God of Harmony, instead of it being this Corsair religion. And otherwise, you know, we could just sit around and wait for... Alright, so we get some improved relations. Instead of waiting for us to get the random event to switch to another religion. Let's see here. Let's actually take a look at the county here. I think I revoked this guy's title. Yes, I did. Okay, good. Alright, my wife is pregnant again, which is always a good sign. Alright, so we gain 2 diplomacy. Fantastic, we become better at public speaking. Alright, so our spy master is already doing good jobs here. He has sabotaged the Death Isle here. So let's actually take a look at what that actually does. So it just gives them a greater revolt risk. Okay, so Udo, we want him to become gregarious. Yeah. Booyah. Let's take a look at the counselor job. It does actually say, it just says sabotage province. I wonder if that, I actually need to look this up. I want to find out what it does, because maybe there's a range of things it does. It can't just be the incite revolt. Okay, so Masodor, let's try to make him brave. Should have become brave. Let's take a look. He is indeed brave and content. So he's not bad. I mean, stat-wise, so far. But since he's strong, aren't you already brave? So we can have a chance to make him humble and honest. Since you're already brave, and this doesn't give me a chance for him dying, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so he's now honest. That gives him more diplomacy, but reduces his intrigue, which is going to be good, because if we disinherit him, we don't want him to have a high intrigue, you know, because he's gonna be pretty pissed off about that, and have him having starting plots and things is not in our best interest here. So we're finally making a little bit more money. Our prestige, thankfully, has finally hit positive numbers, and that's automatically going to make everybody all across the world like us a little bit more. Oh, hey, look at that. We got the same event, random event pop-up about the public speaking, so we get more diplomacy, which is going to make people like us a lot more. So personal diplomacy. All right, maybe you're not the best example. Let's go to court here and my vassals. Let's take a look. Entrusted ward. Okay, so state diplomacy, I'm getting an opinion boost. But nothing for prestige here. Not yet, anyways. Okay, so we get a bastard niece. Okay, so Masodor here is going to lose a learning. That's not good. You know what? We're going to make you Zara. Now let's go ahead and find you a husband. Oops. What the hell here? Okay, daughter, let's try to find you somebody that I can marry you off to. Somebody with traits. Inheritable traits, where are you? Okay, so we have an attractive kid here who's 9 years old. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, oops. I forgot to do it matrilineally. Alright, now let's take another look. I always forget to do that. You know, there's nobody here that's really worth my attention. I don't want them to be too far apart in age, so we'll just get this guy here. But I'm going to lose a bunch of prestige if I do this. You know what? I think what we're going to do is we're going to stick with that attractive kid. Actually, let's cancel out of that. Alright, where's he at? There you are. Oh, I just saw you. There you are. Okay. So what the hell's going on here? Okay, so we don't want matrilineal. So we got... Oh, we actually have a genius baby here. Let's try getting him. Can't do it matrilineally, so fine. Okay, so they say yes. I believe we can probably go crossing again here soon. Okay, so my courtier Talyaya has died, which is my aunt. We're not going to spend any money on funerals or anything. I'd really like this to pop. Do I actually have any lovers as is? Just illicit? No, I don't. All right. So we're going to lose a bunch of prestige. We're going to lose a little bit of gold. We finally have our claim here. We are on our way to conquering these isles. So let's see here. Instead of having you try to fabricate a claim somewhere, I'm thinking perform statecraft is relations improved. Improved relations with Lord. Let's try to do that. I'm trying to get my... Okay, so it looks like you can only do that if you're a vassal. So I guess we'll do perform statecraft and hope he ends up improving our relation with our various vassals here. The other thing I need to do is actually move him over to here. Because once we take over Death Isle, we're going to have immediate claim on this because we'll be able to form the duchy. Which I believe it doesn't cost any money either. Alright, so he's got 730 troops. He only has a non-aggression pact. Let's actually take a look at our military. Wow. Man, our troops are just... Huh. Alright, but anyways, let's go to war. Get wrecked, son! Alright, lose more prestige and the piety, or excuse me, purity. So we're in the negatives there both. Alright, so get our ships and transport them on over. Probably land them here, connect the two, and then since his troops are somewhere else, because I think he's raiding, I think we could just walk over there. And, ooh, we're not actually losing money. That's good. Alright, so I beat him to his own isle so we don't get the straight crossing penalty. They're going to go piss off here in the Isle of Serpents. Man, their holding is trash. Look at that. I'm just going to smash my way through it. I kind of almost want to assault this. My island! Yeah, get the hell out of here. What are you doing? Wasting your troops like that. Okay, so we're already getting some relations improvement here. Great. Let's take a look at our vassals. Okay, so he still doesn't like... he still hates our guts. If we had the money, I'd actually start sending him some gifts. So it looks like we're going to get attacked again here. Which is okay with me. Like I said, I would actually assault... the holding here, but I don't want to simply because you end up really killing off your troops here. Okay, so Udo here, we don't want him to become cynical. Let's actually take a look. Okay, right, I don't want him to become cynical. Not at all. You get the strop, son. So it looks like I might get another battle here. His remaining troops. Okay, so my wife is pregnant again. Baby making machine. Yeah, look at that. Wow, I even get the dude. I get the man himself. So send them all to my dungeon. So if I ransomed them all off, how much? 158 gold. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm not going to say yes to the peace proposal just yet. Okay, so you guys can just kind of stay where you're at. We absolutely do not want you to become a craven. Hopefully he becomes brave. Come on, do it! Damn. Alright, so we get some cash for ransoming these people off. I think he's got to say yes to the rest of them. Simbar here has been a leal and able servant. Let's go ahead and give him some money. Okay, I'm gonna make him lose the cynical trait, so try to ransom the rest of them off. What that might do is actually bring down our war score here, but I don't care. Okay, I'm making that cash. He's saying yes to the rest of these, to himself and the rest of them. Assuming these guys are his kids. No, man. Decline. There can be no peace. Actually, he might not even have the money to ransom. No, so he's got 1.8 ducats. So what we're going to do is just offer the peace, send him the peace terms. So we get the island, and now let's go ahead and create the High Lordship of the Western Isles. Boom. Yep, I've got a de jure claim on the Isle of Serpents, of course. Let's stand down our troops, since we have no retinue. We don't have to worry about that. And we have this one city vassal here who I need to revoke their title, and it's gonna make the rest of my vassals mad. A city of black pudding? What the hell? Right, so what I could do instead of doing that is, oops, I can have my priest here. I'm going to have him come over here and proselytize, because there's a chance that I could actually get him to religiously flip that way. And the other thing is, where is it at? Prisoners. So I've got 2 prisoners here. Okay, you're not good at all, but man, look at that. She's got 16 intrigue. Let's go ahead and visit her chambers. Give her a good little rapey tumble. And we've got his daughter here, and I can't ransom her off because she is, or he doesn't have the money to actually pay for her. I would enslave these people, but I don't want to do that quite yet. We're just going to keep them in our dungeon, I think. I think that's probably the best course of action here. Let's see here. I think I can actually go carousing again. Vassals. Yes, let's go carousing. Absolute. Alright, let's send out those invites. We're going to do a round of carousing, and then we're going to go crush the Isle of Serpents. So it's saying I can ransom all the prisoners, but I'm surprised because homeboy there can't pay for it. So, but it's still giving me this option to ransom them. The prisoners. Yeah, let's do it. Try to ransom them off. They're gonna say no, or it's just not gonna happen. Interesting. Okay, so there's. All right, so we're gonna get another bastard. Excellent. Can we actually go drinking with our prisoner? Is that possible? No. Well, we can try to recruit her. Okay, so maybe I should have tried to recruit her before I visited her chambers. Alright, well, I'll have to keep that in mind in the future. So after we're done drinking and partying and celebrating our victory here, it's wartime. You're really hurting down here. What do you got? Smuggler's ring because you don't have what money, and revolt risk. I mean, he's got a whole bunch of money. What the hell? Or maybe it's because of his negative prestige? Excellent. The vassals now view me with respect. Okay, so let's actually call that stuff off. He's got 634 troops and a non-aggression pact. Oh, that's right. I was going to take a look at my vassals here. So they still don't like us very much. We have a whole bunch of gold here. And since we already built the, what was it, the castle town, patrol posts will give us extra garrison size and some heavy infantry. I think what I want to do... So I was actually thinking about this when I was saying that we got hosed in my previous campaign from upgrading in the middle of it. Not only did it screw us over here with this guy getting the kingdom title, but I think it actually really hosed us when it came to our military, because if you remember, I had no levy and I had absolutely no ships, and we were just sitting there twiddling our thumbs waiting for them to regenerate. And I have no idea how the hell that happened, because there was one war that we had over here where I disbanded my ships, even though they were docked, but there were enemy troops nearby, so I was only able to recover the majority of them, but not all of them. But that still doesn't account for the fact that I had 0. So I'm thinking that's probably what happened in that playthrough. Even though we are not at the maximum amount of levy here, we don't. If we did, we wouldn't have all the transport ships to actually transport them all. So I think what the most pertinent thing to do here is to build the castle shipyard to make sure that we always have enough galleys. So let's go ahead and do that. And I think I have the rights. I only have principalities or the duchy title, so I have the 2. I have the maximum number. Oh, look at that. I'm respected. National Revolt Risk. I had them vassals are 30% less likely to join hostile factions or start plots. A ruler's level of fear is determined by their prestige traits, length of reign, as well as their actions. Okay, so I have a new daughter here, Ja. We're gonna call you Ja Deluxe. Really good Belgian new beat band from back in the day. It was a little side project, if you guys are familiar with that sort of music. A little side project of the what would become the Lords of Acid. Excellent band. Can I... Oh, I can do it matrilineally. Let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to get some prestige from that, which is good. So we won't actually get the prestige or take prestige hits until they actually come of age and become married. Okay, so Talyaya becomes my new friend. We are still carousing. We're still getting some prestige. So even though we took that prestige hit from going to war, we're getting prestige from all this other good stuff from carousing. Oh, wow, look at that. My domain size has increased. Fantastic. Okay, so let's go ahead. He's at home. He's got all of his troops here, so... Time for war! Alright. Let's see here. Raise my troops. Raise the levy! You know what I should have done? Actually, let's go in here. Let's take a look at my commanders real quick. So none of them have any kind of special military traits. Oh, so my one vassal here does. He is a direct leader and a cavalry leader. And he's got a martial score of 16. Yes, sir. Let's put you in charge. Even though he hates us, there's always that chance that if they don't like you, they just, leave command. So if you're not paying attention, this guy, what he'll do is like a day or two before the actual battle happens, is he'll just straight up stop commanding. So you gotta watch that sometimes. I'm surprised he's... Okay, so he is moving down to Death Isle here, which is fine with me. When do you actually arrive there? 19th of October. Okay, so I'm gonna arrive after him, which is what I want. I don't really care if he tries to siege his stuff down, because once I actually finish sieging his province down... Oh, alright, so let's visit our friend's chamber. Yeah, baby, we fell in love. That's what I was hoping was going to happen. So that's what I'm talking about. That's one of the random events. Apparently, you get that option if you make friends with a person of the opposite sex. And they're your friend, and we fell in love. And we gave her a nice little tumble there. Let's choose our new ambition so we can become a higher lord, which we're not going to be able to do that yet. This takes a whole shit ton of prestige. You need to have like 1,000 prestige to do that. Win the war. Oh yeah. What do we get if we get that? Gain 1 marshal and some prestige, which we could use that. Faux show. Speaking of which, I think my prisoner, I think she might have died. Interesting. Actually, so is that your new wife? Do you have any family members? Who was your parent? So was she just straight up released, or was she ransomed off? Like, what happened here? Huh. Am I looking at the wrong province? No, intrigue. So you have the Isle of Toes. Didn't I already go to war with this guy? No. But I definitely want to take him over because his wife is a giant. Where is the Isle of Toads? Okay, so this little rinky-dinky island here. You know, let's actually take a look at the Isle of Toes here just real quick. I want to see what's in the du jour. Okay, so the High Lordship of the Three Snakes includes an island that's already part of this de jure duchy. So this isle here is actually part of 2 different duchies? No way. That can't be. Or is it just because I'm at war with him? I think it's just because I'm at war with him. So our next duchy that we want to conquer is these 3 islands here, because this one's a ruin. So I think we're going to go after the Isle of Toads next. The only problem with that is that our... Why was he taken off of that? I had him perform statecraft, and I got the event, but it, like, reset it. Let's go ahead and try to fabricate the claim here. Okay, so let's resume our war. Wow, these guys' islands suck. They like, have no defenders here, and they're top holding. Okay, so Elu has been a leal and able servant. Let's, I'm not going to give you a title. Get out of here. We'll give him some gold. Well, actually, let's not reward him, since he's already got such a high opinion of us anyways. Okay, so my seneschal. Why is it doing that? Proof defenses, no. Let's... You know what? There was... I think it was this one. Castellan should be sent there to... Okay, so I think this is actually increases build time. No, this is it. Oversee construction. Okay, so we'll just have him oversee the realm. Because we're still building this shipyard, and it's going to take a while before it's done. Okay, so we get some improved relations. Excellent. So he's going to beat me on the siege first. That's fine with me. I think I should probably take my transport ships and just bring them home. Definitely don't want to stand them down there. Okay, so let's stand you guys down. My only fear was that he was going to take his troops over here to attack my main island, which isn't a big deal because I have enough. I think my levy here. Yeah, so he would need quite a few troops to actually attack it. He would need at least over 1126. Udo, let's try to make you brave again. Let's see here. I don't think he got it. He did not. Well, since he's already brave and honest, let's try to make him humble. Or honest. So he is all of those things. So he demand important prisoners from... He's got prisoners of mine, apparently. I can't actually see your prisoners unless I go in your court. So he's saying... We surrender... Corsair Prince Conde becomes... So you want to become my vassal. That's right, because this is a de jure war, so he'll keep the county title. So if it's the same, we're going to decline his peace request. We're going to make our own. I think it's because it's a de jure war that he's going to become my vassal. Okay, so we got our ambition there, and since he is our vassal, we are going to... We can't because we can try to kill him, though. Let's do that. Who else wants to join in our merry little game here? Let's take a little look-see. All right, see, there we go. I said this in a previous episode. You always want to sort by pot power because there's a lot of times where their spy master hates their guts. And look at that, 85% plot power, baby. So we're going to send this person a negligible gift. And I think with the rest of the people that are going to say yes, that's going to put us over. Otherwise, we're going to have to take his paymaster, which I think is like his seneschal, maybe. So let's stand our troops down. We no longer need them, and we can pick a new ambition, which we could do amass wealth, which is not going to happen. Improve our combat ability, hire lord. Ooh, that's tough. Expand the realm by conquest. We're not going to do that. So we're 28 now. We could take that ambition if we had the kingdom title here. But I'm going to need at least 2 more duchy titles. So it's going to be a long time before I'm able to do that ambition. Let's just go ahead and do improve combat ability. See what comes of it. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to try to kill this fool off. Imprisoned by Master Kuhuru and Death Isle. So wait a minute. Okay, so my vassal here actually... So my vassal here has his wife in prison. Very, very interesting. Ha. Okay, so we're getting the event pop up to murder, 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 stabby, stabby, stabby. Alright, so my nephew here needs a guardian. Let's see here. Can we do somebody... Alright, so it's not actually giving a opinion boost. So let's actually choose somebody with high martial. That's my religion. And most of our fighters here are terrible. We've got a bunch of incompetent commanders here. So let's have a Skender here do it. And let's see here. Your guardian here needs to get married to somebody. Let's marry you off. You are 29. Okay, so we have an attractive random courtier here. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, baby. He did. And since it looks like he didn't have an eligible heir, guess what, baby? It's mine. Okay, the story we concocted. Okay, so I didn't get caught actually murdering him. Excellent. So, the Isle of Serpents is mine. Unfortunately, we have another vassal here that's a Corsair and a Basilisk Islander. Okay, I write to you with good news. I have successfully habitaged Howling Mountain. Right, so we actually want you to come over here and sabotage the Isle of Toads, because that's where we're going to want to go conquering next. I really want to revoke these guys' titles and install somebody of my religion and my culture, but I don't want to do that simply because I'm going to end up getting opinion malices. Oh, this guy really hates us. So, do you actually have an heir? You do have an heir. See, I could try to kill him, in which case this kid would become the new ruler of it. I wish there was a way just to do it diplomatically. Or since he's got a different religion, a different culture, it should only piss off people of that religion or culture. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. And since I'm just taking the hits, I might as well just do it now. Even if they say no, they're going to go to war with me right away. Okay, so he says yes. We're just going to go there and smash his face anyways. Alright, you know, we actually have a couple of people here that we could probably... Let's go into our realm. Let's go to my religion, my culture, gender male, and see if we have anybody that's content here that we can give these titles off to. So our seneschal here, we can give him a title. Or I can give, say, my brother a title. Let's give my brother the City of Black Pudding. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And we actually have my son, but I don't want to do that because I have the option of actually disinheriting him. Let's have Iluhuru here become the city vassal here to the Isle of Serpents. And that's going to take him off my council, which is okay because then I think I can just auto replace him. Oh, and my Lord Treasurer too. Right. Let's... So he's got a 13 Marshal, which is better than the guy I have now. And he's also got 17 Intrigue. Let's install you as my Spy Master. The new Seneschal, do we have anybody that's good? We do indeed. So we have 15. Okay, so that's going to make him like us a little bit more. Our Lord Treasurer, let's take a look. We've got... So my wife... You know what? We have the money and we haven't done it in a while. Let's go ahead and get a new courtier. Let's see here. More. We want a man good with coin. Okay, great. Dubaku. So Lord Treasurer is going to be Dubaku. And let's actually marry him off. Sure. And then I think we can, yeah, we can have another commander here. So we'll have you oversee the realm. And we have a new Lord Treasurer. We're going to have you go collect taxes immediately. Administer holding, domain improved. I wonder what that does. Increases culture conversion chance and prosperity gain. Okay. Interesting. Maybe I should be doing that instead. I really like the taxes because that's given us a lot more money, which we could definitely use. But I also like to culture convert my newly acquired land here. Like, for instance, if we go into cultures here, these guys are all Basilisk Islander. I mean, they're going to flip eventually anyways, but I think it's relegated to the stewardship score, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a long mean times to happen. And I don't remember what I actually said it in the game rules. Let's take a look. I think it's just either you have it on or off. Culture conversion, vanilla. Okay, so it's going to be, I think the mean times to happen is like 50 or 100 years. It's quite some time. Let's actually hard save our game here. Our money situation is going to be pretty abysmal because we only have the two vassals here that actually like us. Wait a minute. Oh, I was scared there for a second. I did put Uluhuru in one of them, didn't I? I believe I did. Yeah, okay. So you guys are my direct vassals, right? Oh, there he is. Okay. So maybe I should have sorted it by opinion. Okay, so my daughter, Miss Sandai, is responding well to her tutelage. Very good. Pretty soon, we're going to have this area completely conquered. So we've got... This is a duchy, and oh, I've never seen this before. The dragon. Vakar has done the unthinkable and drank a glass of wildfire in hopes of turning himself into a dragon. He is adamant that the wildfire now coursing through his veins has given him power like none before him, and has truly transformed his mind and body into that of a living, breathing dragon full of power and destruction. How will this fare for the realm? Nobody knows. But one thing is certain. This man is the maddest of them all. Who are you? Okay. That's fantastic. Where are you located? You're way up there. Why do I care? Why am I getting that? Alright, game. I'm about it. What was their religion? That was, what, High Valyrian? Just Valyrian, okay. Oh, that's right. You know what? Let's go carousing. Let's send out our invites again. So, let's do you guys. do all my subjects. Make sure I get all my vassals in there. Right? Because you guys... Oh, we can offer him a non-aggression pact. Let's go ahead and do that. So I can actually raise him to nobility. I wonder what that does. His own house and arms, as well as income to start his own household. So I'm curious about this. It doesn't show me that he's lowborn anywhere, does it? Right, so let's... Oh, it's because he doesn't have a coat of arms shield. Let's raise him to nobility. Okay, so what does this do? I lose 40 gold. He gains the gold. Somebody gains prestige. I'm assuming it's him. And his opinion changes of me by only 15, really? Only 15? You'd think that he would like us a whole hell of a lot more. Let's not go ahead and do that, then. What was the one I got a pop up there? So you are the temple vassal, or excuse me, the city vassal here. You are a burgher of some site. Right. We have the money to build stuff. Basic defenses. I think maybe that might be in our best course of action. Otherwise, we could save up money and get patrol posts, which would be really good because it gives us additional garrison size. Or I could save up for the refuge, which is this mod's version of a hospital. You know what? Since we're an island nation, let's do that. I think that would be pretty swell. Okay, we're making some pretty good money here. Let's take our Lord Treasurer here and try to start culture converting. Increases culture conversion chance and prosperity gain. So is that just like a global action? You don't actually have to put him on an island somewhere, it just happens? Can I actually change him out? You know what, I could probably get another courtier here. Somebody that's actually likes me. Right, let's do that. Okay, so he's got not the best stewardship score. This guy actually has a little bit more. Oh, wait, what the hell? Chew. Oh, it's a good thing that I did that then. I was looking at the wrong skill. Alright, so have you do that. Have you oversee the realm. I think what I'm going to have to do is just send this guy a gift. Yeah. Send him a gift so he actually likes me a little bit. Alright, so my son Udo here. Chance of him becoming Roth. Let's try doing that. Okay, so I get the event for a third time, getting me even more diplomacy. So our diplomacy is great. My personal diplomacy is making everybody like me a little bit more. Okay, so Masodor has a chance of becoming gregarious, you think, even though he already is. Or... yeah, let's do that. Don't really want my vassals to hate us even more. Okay, so we have a chance for playing for money or honor. Let's go for money, money, money. Damn. Lose that cash. So we have a lot of diplomacy here. But we're also getting the prestige from doing that, from actually going on the carousing and everything. So what I'm wondering is if I should go ahead and switch over to a stewardship focus now. That might be worth our time. You know... oh boy. Okay, so she just died. Making dumplings. Or some such. Okay, dearest Talia. Let's seek solace by her grave. So we can either do stewardship or we can go business again. Let's try doing business so we can try making some more money. The more money that we have, the more we can improve our holdings. The more money that we have, we can save to actually start colonizing. But I expected to find solitude at Talia's grave. Mistaken, unfortunately, I ran into her old husband. Oh, man. So my brother here is now my rival. I always imagined I would be the first of us to go, now that I am the one mourning the departure of my dear friend. Never again will I hear Talia's jolly laugh or receive her wise counsel. It is as if I have lost an essential part of myself. I feel so powerless. Let's go drinking. Oh shit, I just became a drunk. Great. Can I actually do anything with this guy? I can try to kill him. Yeah. Let's plot to kill my brother here. Intrigue. Let's see. So 15%. Oh man, I don't have the gold to actually send him a gift. So we're gonna have to wait on that until we get 15 gold. Alright, so our basic defenses has finished building. So any day now that we get the 15 gold. Okay, so Zonda of Death Isle. Who are you again? Okay, you're his daughter. You're 13. Let's put her on house arrest. Come on, game. There we go. 15 gold. Let's send him a gift and invite him to our little plot to kill our rivaled brother. Oh, that hurt our stewardship. -1 health. This is like the game of bad traits. Okay, so my wife has not been herself lately. I know. Okay, so my wife is sick. So we're going to call for my physician. And we're going to have to pay our court physician from doing a fantastic job of 1 gold. Sure, buddy. We could do that. Even though I think he has a negative opinion, just like everybody else. He does indeed. So let's hope that we ourselves do not get sick. So I got the option to actually record a new court physician, which I don't want. I don't know why it's giving me that pop-up again. I know it's been a while, but we're not going to do that. So we're still making okay gold. I was going to say I'm almost half tempted to actually put my Lord Treasurer just back to collecting taxes, because you get so much extra money. We should have 2 guys here. That's our Spy Master, or our Justiciar. Okay, you're on the Isle of Toads, and you are scheming. Why are you scheming? I think our brother owns this one. Yes. So if I build a spy network. Oh, the Dothraki. Okay, so the Dothraki have consolidated their power. We're going to take a look at that here in a second. Since our spy master doesn't really need to do anything, and we're trying to do some plots here, let's put him to come down here and increase our plot power. Okay, okay, so our spy master is already getting to work. Great. So the Dothraki Sea in this campaign is massive. Wow. The last time we had like Tono or something, it was like this one like little minor Dothraki group. Your son Masodor always follows the rules. He refuses to cheat when playing games with other children, so he has a chance of becoming honorable. Let's do that. Actually, he doesn't have a chance. He's gonna get it. All right, so we have success here, and we do not get caught. Excellent. Let's take a look and find out who actually inherited that tile. I'm assuming it says his son. No, it's just some random dude who hates us. Damn. Okay. And the only bad part about that is that we gotta wait a few months to actually move our Spy Master. You know what? It's been a while since we've changed our laws here. Let's change our feudal levies to large. And it's going to be, what, all of my vassals. So, so we've had a game crash, unfortunately. So this is where we're going to call the episode. I guess it's kind of serendipitous because it's been an hour long. But I'm hoping we didn't lose much there. So I will see you guys on the next episode. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care and have a good one.